I know it was over. I know it was over, but I was just hoping, like, because he didn't give me, like, get out my house. Like, I'm just hoping some hope for the future that my man will accept me for who I am. Back up on the move, touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. I need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my move. Hey y'all, it's The Breeze and you're plugged into The Breeze Lifestyle. If this is not your first time here, you already know we locked in, friend. Either way, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you want to support your girl some more, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of me, then follow me on Instagram and TikTok at TheBreeze Lifestyle 777. Now, y'all, we made it to 3K. Oh my gosh, like, I was a little nervous, but y'all really got my back. Y'all really locked in with your friend. I had a goal to make it to 3K before the end of the year. Y'all, today is December 3rd or 4th, I want to say. This won't be out until next week, but I'm back recording for y'all because Vlogmas is upon us. And I don't really celebrate holidays or nothing like that. But when it comes to being consistent and everybody else running it up, I feel like YouTube gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll push you. So let's do it. So yeah, I got another story time for y'all. Again, thank you so much for making me a 3K YouTuber. Your girl is climbing up the ladder. It seems small to a lot of people, but if you've been here since day one, I ain't even gotta tell you already. No. Before we get into it, somebody put it in the comments and I'll pin it when we start the video. How y'all like to look? Because my last story times, well, I did 2 on one day. But my last story time, I felt like the wig was giving wig and I ain't really like that. So last said, let me go back to the TikTok girlies. Let me see what they was doing. And I feel like this little style is giving very much more natural, more... Is that your hair? Like, I love that for me. So tell me what y'all think. I be wanting to tell y'all where I get the hair from, but I be like, dang, like, the YouTube girlies is running it up, getting thousands of dollars in free wigs. Like, I should wait for these people to send me some. But if you really want to know, friend, you already know we like that. I'm going to really tell y'all. But since we're speaking about YouTube girlies, some of y'all have really given me some good advice as far as like lip gloss. Y'all know I'm on a journey to like try to find some good lip gloss for my lip gloss combos. My girl Jay on YouTube now, I think it's called Jay Cosmetics. She has some new lip gloss. I am definitely going to be getting that soon. I just want to shout out my YouTube girlies because I seen this little trend. I guess it's the end of the year, so YouTube is telling you who you watch and stuff like that. I don't know how people got that, but I seen people posting it, and 2 people posted your girl. So I was like, oh my gosh. But I really love my YouTube girlies, and these are the girls I met in real life. So Jay, a vibe, real life. Y'all already know I got my brushard. I usually have it back there because I just love looking at my little brushard. Like, this is my favorite one because if you know me, friend, orange is my favorite color. So definitely go shop brushard. And if you're trying to free your mind, relax, turn up, and explore all at the same time, you already know I Am Asia has a travel company called Travel Babes. Go check us out. We're going to Turks with Simone. We're going to Dubai. We're going to Tokyo, Africa. Like, we got a lot of trips on the roster, and they always make it out the chat. So you don't want to miss it. Definitely go check that out. If you need more information, drop it in the comments, friend. I'll always respond to my comments, friend. Okay? All right, so the video is about to start right now. Let's get it. So, cool. So this is going to be a story time where I do tell a lot of story times where people did me dirty or people was being messy. I wasn't being messy, but I was a mess at this time because, Lord, why did I do what I did? Like, it just doesn't make sense. But basically, what I'm trying to say is I was the problem, okay? And I take full ownership for being a problem. But he ain't have to do me like that. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, well, it's December, and I've been single, like not even dating, none of that for all of 2025. So I can't wait till the clock strikes 12 on 2026 because your girl's getting on the app. And your girl is back, okay? I really don't be going nowhere. I told myself I'm going to do something where, like, I go out at least once a month by myself somewhere, dress up cute, and just... If somebody approach me, they approach me. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. But I actually do like online dating, even though I have bad experiences from online dating. But I'm gonna tell y'all those stories. If y'all want to be involved in I want to say it's gonna be like a dating diary, and y'all want me to make that a little series on my channel coming up in January. Let your girl know. Put dating diary in the comments so I know you want to see that. But anyway, so this was on my journey of dating online. This was phase one. I had 2 phases of dating online. And both of them, I will say, like, I was not intentional. My first run, I really, like, just got introduced to it and I was excited. And my second run, I was looking for a boyfriend. You know, like, I wanted to be somebody's girl. This run, phase three, I know what they say about the third time. I'm just trying to be seen by my husband and hopefully meet some good godly men on here. But we'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video. So, I'm dating online. Before I met this dude, we're gonna call him Tootsie, because he's like a Tootsie Pop. It's like, nah, I want to call him Chocolate, but I think I called somebody Chocolate before. But this man, I'm so mad I fumbled him, but whatever. Everything happened for a reason, right? So, okay. So, basically, I was dating online, and I had a couple dates. Like, I would say 3 or 4 dates I had met before I met this dude. So when I swiped on Chocolate, Chocolate was we're gonna call him Tootsie. No, I don't like that. We're gonna call him Hershey. Oh, we're gonna call him Hershey. So anyway, so Hershey was my first, like, oh man. I won't tell you how old he was. He wasn't like crusty old, but he was over 10 years than your girl. He was 10 years, more than 10 years older than your girl. But he was fine. Like, he was a salt and pepper 6'5", stocky, nice looking piece of chocolate. Like, he was a good looking man. I was like, oh, Papa. So anyway, I was just excited when I first like swiped on him because I really didn't think, I don't know what I thought. But baby, as soon as I swiped, it said, doop, you got a match. And I was like, ooh. So we was just talking or whatever. So on the app that I was on, you probably know what app it is, but I ain't gonna say it. They ain't getting free promo off of me. But anyway, so the app that I'm on, basically the women have to write back first. So, like, once you match, like, the woman has to message the man first, or your match will basically die. So cool. So I wrote him, and I forgot what I said, to be honest, but you know, it was something cute or whatever. And we just kind of going back and forth. All I know is he didn't say nothing wrong. He did not rub me the wrong way. He did not give old me. He did not give thirsty. He did not give, I just want that. He didn't give none of that. It was just good, general conversation that we were having. So I would say we was like talking for maybe 2 or 3 days when he asked me for my number. Now, mind you, I'm fresh in the game. Like, I really didn't know about online dating, but I actually did like him. Like, his pictures was fire for old man. And it's so funny because his pictures was very much giving old man, but they was clear quality. It was just like, you know, when your uncle be taking pictures for Facebook, like, it definitely gave that. But he nice looking man or whatever. So anyway, so cool, he asked me for my number. So as soon as I gave him my number, he texted me like, hey, this is Hershey. Do you mind if I call you? I'm like, sure. And he FaceTimed me. Now I'm like, what Papa doing with an iPhone? It's like, nah. But I'm just like, dang, like, I thought you said call. You ain't say FaceTime, but good thing it was during the day and girl was looking right, okay? Well, looking decent. You know, I wasn't like bonnet on, hair looking crazy, but I was looking decent or whatever. So I answered the phone and he was just like, I love when a man gas you up in the best way. Like, don't give me no fake gas, but like very much, I'm happy to be in your presence type time. I love that for us when a man gives you that, right? So anyway, so he's doing that like, oh, you look good in person. You not no catfish. Like, you know, oh, I'm so happy we matched together. What you want to do with old Hershey? What you like? He just funny, like, you know, but he was cool. So we literally was on the phone. It was like, let's say it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We was on the phone until like 10, 11 o'clock at night just talking. And I love me a man that's serious but can joke. Like, I don't want to be with the clown, but I don't also want to be with somebody that got to stick up his butt. You know, like, I want somebody a little bit in between, can crack a joke, break the ice, and also, we could talk about serious things, everything not a joke. So I'm just like, oh, like I like him. So I got off the phone with him, and I just was like, when you just had that feeling like, oh, he the one. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna tell. I might do one story time about a couple dates because they didn't really like nothing really came from the dates. But like I really didn't find nobody online that I really was like this about. Like I just was like, oh, this. Y'all know as women, even if we don't show it, we might think in our mind like this about to be my man. And I felt like that. This about to be my man. Like he's a grown man. I'm tired of messing with the hood ninjas. I'm tired of messing with the little boys. This is a grown man. I was about to say something. He got a daughter that is a little younger than me. Whatever. He got a daughter that's a little younger than me. He a granddad. Like, he don't play about his girls. Like, I just love to hear him talk about his daughter and his granddaughter. And I just love to hear him talk about, like, his business and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I got a suit and tie, older gentleman. I love that for me. So, okay, cool. So, we got off the phone or whatever, and I'm just in bliss. I'm just like, oh, yeah, we're going to get married on the 19th. We got to do this, whatever, cool. So, we talking, like, every day just on a, like, texting. He did like to text. He did like to be on FaceTime, too. We never was really just on the phone, more so FaceTime or talking or texting. So, all right, cool. So, let's say maybe a week go by. He like, what you doing this Saturday? I would love to take you out. Like, I want to see you in person. Like, I just enjoyed our conversation. And I was just like, oh, yeah. Like, I'm free on Saturday. What you was looking to do. And he was like, we can go to this spot or whatever. I'm a plan it. Don't worry. Like, I got you. I just am excited to see you in person or whatever. So I'm just like, oh, like, I'm not really used to the real dating at this point in my life. I'm more so used to, I don't even want to say like pull up type time, but kind of that vibe. But also like on some, all right, I'll take you where you want to go. Like just plan it. Like let me know. Like I wasn't really used to a dude asking me, "Are you free?" All right, cool. I got the plans. Just make sure you're available. Like time. So I'm like, all right, cool. So it's the day of the day, and it was warm outside. I don't know if it's specifically summertime, but I know it was warm outside because I wore sandals. So I wore some sandals and a little dress, and I'm just like, I'm not a heels girl. Like I'm not the girl. I'm gonna try this go around to like wear little heels or whatever, but I'm just very much comfortably cute, laid back type of vibe. That's my style, but when you're dating, you do have to like, show the same way you want a man to show you effort, you want to show a man effort too. So anyway, so I'm just, comfortably cute. And I get there and he was like, I'm sorry, I ran into a little traffic, I'll be there in 2 minutes. I ain't about to hold my man for getting there 2 minutes late. It's cool because I'm a little late too. So whatever. So when he get there, he FaceTime me like, where you at? I'm out front. Da da da. So I'm just like, since he wasn't there, I'm just touching up. I don't wear makeup at all to be honest. But I'm doing my little lip gloss. I'm doing my little perfume. Make sure my hair right. No crusties in my eye. You know the girl thing, right? So he called me. By the time he called me, he's standing out front. Mind you, I seen his pictures and stuff, but if you ever online date, it's one thing to talk on the phone, it's one thing to FaceTime, but when you meet somebody in person, it's still for me, like, especially when you like that person, like, it feels like the first time. Like, I know you, but I don't know you, and we together. Like, that's how I felt. So, when he said he FaceTimed me, he, like, already outside. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So, I get on my car, hang up the phone with him. And I'm walking up, this man is tall. I don't think I ever been with a man as tall as him. Like I understand why short girls like tall dudes. I understand why like girls in general like tall dudes because it's just a feeling when you gotta look up to your man. Like, oh wait, son. So I'm walking up to him and he just sitting there smiling. I'm just like, oh. So he like, I'm like, hey, how you doing or whatever. So he like, can I get a hug? Like, so I give him a hug and it's just like a very much warm embrace. Like, oh my gosh, like not on no freaky stuff. He trying to touch my booty and nothing like that. But more so just like, this my friend and we ain't seen each other in 2 years. That time, like he just embraced me and he smelled so good. I was just like, oh, okay. So I'm just like, and I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous. I got butterflies. Like I'm just like going through it like right now. So cool. But he got the personality that really broke the ice. Like he just like, oh, you look good. You did all that for me. Like, whatever. I'm like, yeah, even though I ain't do much, but yeah, it's for you, whatever. So we just talking or whatever. He like, are you ready to go in? I'm like, yeah, okay. He was like, yeah, I've been here a couple times. It's real nice. They got a saxophonist. They play live music. Ding, 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 ding. I want him. That's my man forever. Lock me down. Do what you got to do. I don't want to go nowhere. Like, how did you know that I'm trying to be on my grown and sexy? And how did you know I love live saxophone? Well, saxophones in general, I love. When my son was young, I'm like, my son gonna play the saxophone. But then when he got older, he said he didn't want to do it. So I was like, oh, whatever. Guess I just got to listen to it on YouTube. But I love the saxophone, especially when they playing like songs that you know. So I had never been to like a club, not a club, but, or a restaurant or anywhere to actually hear it live. So I was just like, this man is just checking off boxes. He don't even know it. Like, he don't even know. Hold on, I'm getting hot. All right, I had to turn the fan on because I got the sweater on and these lights, it's a little hot. But anyway, so yeah, we go in there and it's just very much, it's a small little restaurant. It's dim lights. It's not like a super fancy restaurant, but it's a nice restaurant. And the saxophonist is just playing. I'm just like, oh, wait. So cool. So we go, it's like a booth or whatever. So he sit down and I sit down, but I sit across from him. I just feel like even with my man, I like to sit across from you because I want to look at you. I want to talk to you, like, And he was like, oh, why are you sitting over there? And I'm like, what you mean? He like, you don't want to be next to me? I'm like, no, I ain't said that. He like, is it okay if I come next to you? Like, I'm excited. Like, I want to sit next to you. And I genuinely didn't feel like this man is doing too much. I literally never had no man just be like, in a non-sexual way, like, I genuinely just want to be next to you. So I was just like, sure, like, cool. So he scoots on over, I scooch a little bit, we sit next to each other, and he just like, I'm so happy to be here with you. Like, I'm glad that you kept your word and you came, because girls on these dating apps, they just be full of games, da da da. So we just kind of talking about online dating, how we both got on there and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, because at this point, I had only been on there for a couple of months. So cool. So we just talking, we order our food or whatever. This is the time where I would say, like, I want to say maybe a year, maybe 6 months to a year, where I had started eating like pork and beef again, because before this I was a vegetarian. So I had put on a little bit of weight, but I still was slim thickiana. You feel me? So I just felt weird ordering because I had got chicken or something, and he had got like these beef like egg rolls or something, and I wanted to taste it, but I felt weird. But anyway, so he was just like, no, you can have my, he thought I was being weird because of the date, like eating in front of a man or whatever. But I was just, I'm so used to telling people, oh, I don't eat pork and beef, oh, I don't eat meat or stuff like that. So to be on a date and he offered me a piece of his, beef, pause, I was just like, taken back for a second. But he was like, no, it's cool. Like, what's mine is yours. Like, take some or whatever. And what's mine is yours is crazy. We just met each other. So I was just like, so whatever. So we just talking, like, or whatever. And we eating, and I am eating like cute or whatever. I ain't doing too much. But I just feel like cloud nine, like 10 out of 10, recommend this man. Like, I was just so excited. Sorry, cool. So the man, he's jamming or whatever, and he asked me, like, what's one of your favorite songs? And at this time, I'm kind of listening to like the old school, whatever. So I tell him, what did I tell him? I think I might have said Summer Breeze. Something from the, dang, now I can't even think of, it was an era that I was listening to these guys, what is it? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The Isley Brothers, right? When I was growing up, I wasn't listening to the Isley Brothers, but as like for a whole year straight, like I was like listening to the Isley Brothers because I'm like, oh, I'm on my grown woman type time, whatever. And it was literally like maybe 2 or 3 months right before I started talking to him. So I told him one of the songs around. He was like, all right, cool. Like, let me go to the bathroom real quick. So he goes to the bathroom, and lo and behold, he goes to the saxophonist and asks him to play the song. And I just thought that was so sweet. I seen him walk up to him, but I really wasn't putting two and two together. Maybe like 5, 10 minutes later, he starts playing the song, and I looked at him. I'm like, no, you didn't. He was like, yeah, like, why not? And I was just like, Lord Jesus, thank you so much for sending me this man, my man. That's my problem, like, or I would say that was my problem. When I dated hood ninjas, I accepted bare minimum. So dealing with other type of dudes, I don't know, they were doing different things than hood ninjas, but still it's bare minimum. But I would be falling in love so fast, like not literally in love, but just like in awe of what this man is doing, even though it's literally what he's supposed to do. It's the bare minimum. But at the same time, you should appreciate those things because not all men is doing that. But don't take it like, oh my gosh, this is something that is so, no, like a good man is supposed to be a good man. But anyway, I just thought that was really nice, and it just really set the tone for our little relationship. So we had, continue eating or whatever, and we end up leaving. So we get out there, and you know how it feels like when you leave a good date and you don't really want to leave, but you gotta leave, especially a first date. Like, I'm not going to your house, you're not coming to my house, like, we're not doing none of that or whatever. So we're just kind of sitting outside, walking slow, and he like grabbed my hand, we hold hands. At this point, like, this is like kind of different. Like, I feel like a little kid. Like, I don't know. I feel like puppy love, teenage love type time. So we holding hands, we like just walking a little bit, and he like walking into my car, and we just talking for a little bit, and his phone rang. Mind you, okay, so I don't really care, but just for the sake of it, like, I know he's never gonna see this video, but still, just because I'm protecting my peace and all these other story times, I'm not gonna tell you exactly where he worked. But he had his own business, right? And he had a business where he would be on call or whatever. So his phone rang, and he had people working under him. So his phone rang, he put it on speaker, which I love that for him. And it was like one of his employees or whatever just saying, like, he had a job or whatever. So cool. So he like, man, I just don't want to leave you. Like, I had such a great time, whatever. I'm like, me too, just cheesing ear to ear, whatever. And he was like, I hope I don't offend you, but I really would love to kiss you. Like, is it okay if I kiss you? And I'm like, offend? Like, oh my gosh. Yo, am I delusional? Because what? I'm like, offend? Heck no. I want to kiss you too, but I wasn't expecting that or whatever. So I'm like, oh no, yeah. Like, so we kissed. And it was like, it wasn't like tongue kissing, but it was just sensual. And I was just like, oh, hooked, sink, like, you got me. They ain't never gonna do nothing else. I will come to your house, move my stuff in. So, no, I'm kidding. But he had me. I was ready for that to be my man. So cool. So at this point, like, he called me and we was talking. We started like talking when he would be doing his job. Like, he would call me on the way. Like, we just was intertwined with each other's day. However, it wasn't like overbearing. Like, just checking up, like talk for like 5 minutes or whatever. Sometimes we'd be on the phone longer than that, but it was very much giving like he really likes me and I really liked him, and I was just like, oh. So that was cool. So it was like maybe 3 weeks later, we went on another date. So he like, what do you like to do? Like, what do you want to do? And I really was starting to get into like the paint and sip. So I was like, yeah, we can do like a paint and sip or whatever. He was like, okay, cool, that's cool. So he was like, I'll pick a dinner spot, we'll go to dinner, and then we'll do the paint and sip. He did ask me because he wanted to make sure that, I don't think a man just supposed to plan everything every time, because it should be enjoyable for the woman and for the man, of course, too. So he was asking me like, well, you tell me which one you want to do, whatever, send me the link and I'll book it. Love that for me. So I did just that. I'm looking, because I am a little particular, like, I'll drive an extra 20 minutes to paint what I want to paint because we got about 3 or 4 paint and sip spots around here, paint with a twist. So I picked one or whatever, and he like, all right, cool. So do you want to meet at the restaurant or do you want to meet at my house and then we can drive together? At this point, I had seen enough stories about online dating that like I knew even from the jump, like I'm not riding with nobody until I'm comfortable. And even though I liked him, I've been talking to him every day, I still didn't feel comfortable to leave my life in his hands. Like, when it's time to go, it's time to go. I don't know. Like, no. So cool. So I'm just like, nah, we can go ahead and meet at the restaurant. That's fine. Cool. So time comes, we go, we eat, having a good time. I already knew we sit together. We got another booth. We sit together, we eating or whatever. So when it's time for the paint and sip, like before we go in there, I'm like, and he did not blow on tree. So I was the type of person that even though I'm blowing on a tree, if I just meet you, especially a man that I'm interested in, like I don't be trying to blow on tree with you, if that makes sense. Especially if I don't feel the vibe that you blow to. So like on our way to the date, I did blow, but I blew like, let's say it took me 45 minutes to get there. My first 20-minute car ride, I'm blowing, but then I air myself out, get myself together, cool. So from the restaurant to the paint and sip spot or whatever, it was like 15, 20 minutes. So I'm like, shoot, I'm full. We about to have a good time. Like, I'm about to blow again. That's just the type of stoner I was. Like, I could go blow for blow. Okay. So cool. So I blow down. We get to the paint and sip spot. And I must have still smelled like trees, still probably looked like I was stoned or whatever. He was like, oh, you blow? I'm like, yeah. He was like, oh, okay, like I used to back in my day. Like, I don't do it no more or whatever, but that's cool. I don't have no problem with that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So basically we had some wine. So, well, I actually had bought the wine. So I bought some wine and I had told him that, like, I got the wine or whatever. And he was like, oh, okay, well, thank you. I'm like, do you drink red? Because at this point, I was drinking, I think, Sutter Homes red blend, something like that. I was drinking red wine or Cabernet. Cabernet used to be my girl, okay? So cool. So I'm drinking that. We got that. And I'm like, on some young girl stuff, like, let's take a shot. Like, let's take a shot of the wine. He like, no, like, let's wait. Let's wait until we get in there. Let's get settled, pour us a glass and, just chill and paint the picture. So I'm like, all right, cool. I love a man that can redirect because I was ready to get lit, but I'm like, okay, let me chill. So I pour him a glass. I pour myself a glass and we drinking. He's like, oh, this is good or whatever. So cool. We painting, we having a good time. Even though he's an older man, like he literally could have been my dad, he could have. But it didn't feel weird. Like it didn't feel awkward. He was very much not like trying to be young, but very youthful, and he had salt and pepper, so you could tell he was older, but he didn't look like no old man. The man was fine. Okay. So at this point, we drinking when you do paint and sips, the instructor, they being funny, telling jokes, doing little trivia, doing little things or whatever. So cool. We having a good time. We having such a good time. I done had 3 cups of wine. He's still on his first one. He like, yeah, I don't really drink like that, but do your thing. Like, do your thing. So I just felt comfortable. And I love when a man, like, he don't do it, but he don't judge you for doing it or make you feel no type of way. Like, have fun. We having a good time. As long as it don't get you weird, like, I'm cool with it. So that's how he was. Like, he wasn't going to indulge too much with me, but at the same time, like, he didn't want me to feel like I couldn't do it because he wasn't doing it. So cool. So at this point, I'm a little tipsy. Not drunk or nothing like that, but I'm a little tipsy where maybe I'm like, I did spill the water. I was paying. I feel like I'm a little clumsy anyway, but I did spill the water, not on myself, but I spilled it forward. I'm like, oh my gosh, whatever. So I feel like that, and I was very giggly, and I might have slurred a word or two. You feel me? So by the end, we take a little picture together, and we got our little canvases. So we talking, and he like, are you okay to drive home? And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Like my house is a good 30, 40 minutes away. I don't recommend But I felt like if I'm blowing on my way there, like I'm gonna be up, I'm gonna be cool. That's just how I was. But I 0 out of 10 don't recommend. But anyway, so cool. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be cool. He like, are you sure? Like I can drive you to my house, and then once you sober up, like I can drive you back here. Da da da. And today, I would say that do seem a little weird. But at the time, I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, my man is so sweet. Like he don't want nothing to happen to me. Like, and he very much could have just could have been being nice. But he very much could have also been being weird. I don't know. But I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, and I'm just like, no, I'm not drunk. Like I'm good. Like, I just don't want to take the bottle with me because that was one thing I would not do because I got pulled over before. I'm gonna tell that story one day. But like I do not want no open containers in my car. I was scarred. So like, no, I don't want the bottle. So cool. So we throw the bottle away and we out and we're like talking in the car. He like, just sit in the car with me for a little bit. Like, still trying to get me to sober up, even though I told him like I'm not drunk. But whatever, I didn't mind. Like, we in the car, okay? It's my man. So he actually had a very nice car. So I was like, all right, cool. So he turned, the air on, turned a little music on, and we just talking. So we probably sat there talking for like 30 minutes. And I'm just like listening to, because he was a talker. I liked him. Me and him, like, I could talk for 30 minutes without him saying nothing, telling a story. He could talk for an hour without saying anything, telling me a story. But it will be intriguing conversation, right? So I'm just listening to him and I'm watching him talk. And he's just like, I don't know, I probably was just looking at him smiling because I was just like, this is my man. Like, and I'm a little lit, like I said. So I'm just like looking at him and he was like, what? And I'm just like, I don't know. You just sexy. Like, I was like, you just sexy. He was like, nah, you sexy. I'm like, I just want to kiss you. Because I was still thinking about that first kiss. It was very much passionate. So I'm just like looking at him, just like, oh, you over there looking like a Hershey chocolate bar and you need a bite. Like, so yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I just want to kiss you. And I felt comfortable saying that because you said that to me when you wanted it. So now that I wanted it, it shouldn't be no problem. He like, that's all you had to say. So he didn't even say nothing. When I said that, I felt like he was thinking to himself, that's all you had to say. So I was like, I just want to kiss you. He grabbed my chin and he just yo, I tell y'all, when I be telling these stories, I feel like I'm in a moment. It was just so like, I wish there was a camera crew because that was just so perfect. It was just such a great kiss. And I was just like, let me, when you're getting deep into something and you don't want to do everything, you're like, let me get myself together because I was feeling it. Like, I knew I was about to do nothing with the man. But she ain't know we was not about to do nothing with the man. So I was just like, like, at one point I just was like, like, so we just, he just like, like, looking at me and I'm just looking at him and I'm just like, like, I was like, why I never want to leave you? Like, every time I'm around you, I never want to leave you. And he was like, yeah, I feel the same way, whatever. So I forgot how we ended it, but we ended up leaving or whatever. We did kiss again. We was probably out there for a good hour and a half, 2 hours in the car or whatever. So, boom, we leave. He like, let me know when you get home. I tell him I get home. He ended up calling me. We talking for a little bit. Boom. All right, so I would say not even a whole month after that, I ruined everything. So, okay. So, I'm out and about with my homegirl, whatever. And we out. It's like a Saturday night. And we team litty. Okay. We are lit. Now, mind you, this story may sound a little familiar if you locked in. Cool. But I don't want to get too much. Okay. So, I'm not even going to mention the girl's name. That's just going to be my homegirl. So, I'm just out with my homegirl, right? So I'm with my homegirl. We literally out all day together. We done got a bottle during the day or whatever, and we didn't even eat nothing. We just out cruising, going here and going there, drinking, smoking. Don't recommend, but that's what we doing, right? And at nighttime, she was like, we get in a section, da da da, cool, whatever. So we end up getting a section, a whole nother bottle. And we just lit, drinking, right? It's probably like close to 2 o'clock in the morning. We leave the club. And you know that feeling, like, you know that feeling when you get lit and you just want to be next to yo man. Like, this was not even my man. And I will say, like, I was chilling on the dating app. When I started talking to her, she, like, I kind of, like, wasn't swiping that much. I was still on there a little bit, but I really was not giving my time to people because he had me in a chokehold, right? So I know that wasn't my man, but I just felt like, I was very much comfortable around him and I was a little lit and I just wanted to be next to him. Now, I understand these are hunching hours. These is, what's up if you hit me up on these hours, but I was so far gone in the brain, I was not thinking about none of that. My homegirl, like, I think she was trying to put me on to some dude. Like, I think we met these dudes, and I just felt like, ugh, yuck. I got a Hershey bar at home. Like, I am not trying to deal with no peasant. Like, that's just how I felt. Like, these little young YNs, like, I ain't trying to deal with them. I'm trying to deal with my granddaddy chocolate. I'm sorry to keep calling him that, but he used to call himself Pawpaw. I don't know if that's weird or what, but anyway. Cool. So I just hit him up and I'm like, hey, are you up? And he texts me right back, like, yeah, I'm up. I'm like, I miss you. And he was like, I miss you too. I'm like, I wanna see you. Like, I wanna see you. And he was like, oh, well, it's real late. Like, So I ended up calling him and I'm like, hey, like, and he probably could tell that I was drunk. At this point, I'm drunk, okay? So I'm like, yeah, like, I really want to see you. Like, I'm trying to get next to you. Like, I, I, I can see why he was mad because the way that, now, in my brain, I'm not trying to smash. I just want to cuddle with my man. I just want to, that's how I felt. Because I feel like you shouldn't have to smash just to be next to people. Like, but I sent the wrong signal. Let's just say that. I sent the wrong signal. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm drunk. I'm calling him. I'm talking about I just want to be next to him. Now that I'm like replaying things, like I said, I was the problem. Okay, so I called that man. He like, okay. Like I wore him down. He like, all right, where you at? So I sent him my location. I'm like, this is where I'm at. He like, all right, that's like 30 minutes away from me. Are you sure you want me to come get you? Like, I'm like, yeah, like I'll come get my car later. Like, we'll figure that out tomorrow. Like, I just want to be next to you. Like, I want to be around you. And that's just how I'm feeling, y'all. I'm lit. You feel me? And I just can't stop talking about this man. Can't stop thinking about this man. Like, I want to be wrapped up in his skin, but I was not trying to have him be wrapped up in mine. But anyway, so cool. So he ended up, like, maybe 20 minutes later sending me a picture of his car. Well, I couldn't really see if it was his car or not, but it was a car with a flat tire. And that just like, I am not the type of drunk that is like, get the rims or whatever. But the way that I was telling my homegirl, like, yeah, no, like, my man about to come get me, like, I'm doing all of that. For him to send me that picture, I was mad. I was very much irritated, okay? And I text him and I cussed him out. I'm like, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. How convenient. Like, you don't really F with me, da-da-da. Like, I just sent him this long little, it wasn't a long paragraph, but I sent him a little paragraph about how he don't F with me and I don't believe him or whatever. So less than 5 minutes later, he FaceTimes me. He's outside. He like, you want to see? Like, I'm so serious. Like, I'm on my way to you. He sent me his location, and it was like maybe 15 minutes away. And he showed me his tire. He like, man, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I ran something over. Like, I don't know. But I'm calling, the tow truck to come get the car now. Like, but this is just crazy. I'm like, being a brat, I'm just like, I guess. Like, I'm not even really concerned about his well being. I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, whatever. He like, but you really wanna like you really want me to come get you? Like, I'll figure it out if you really want me to come get you. Yeah, I really want you to come get me. Like, I'm about that. Like, I really want you to come get me. Whole time again, I ain't about that. I'm just about that. Like, you just made me feel so safe. I just want to snuggle in your arms. Like, you're like a big teddy bear. Like, I want to fall asleep in your arms. That's how I felt. So I'm like, yeah. So he's like, all right, cool. Let me call you back. So he didn't call me back. He texted me back and told me he got an Uber. He gonna get the tow truck to take his car to his house. He'll Uber to me and drive my car to his house. So I'm like, okay. Okay. Very much happy. Yeah, my man's coming. Yeah. So he gets there. He calls me. My homegirl is like irritated, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Because mind you, we had ended up getting a room. Like, we got a room together because it's like, I didn't want to drive her all the way home. And I didn't want to drive all the way home. So our plan was this just like, go turn up, have fun. And then like, we'll have a room near the club or whatever. And I guess that really was the problem because, like, I didn't even ask her about changing the plans. I just told her, like, my man is on my way to get me. So she would do it to me, but whatever. So cool. So he there. He come in or whatever, and he like, oh, you lit. I'm like, I ain't lit. Like, I remember pieces of it, but like my friend was telling me, like I was talking that talk to him. Like, I'm like, I don't even remember doing all of that, but I just remember him. Like, I remember going to get him, and I was stumbling a little bit, and like he was holding me up. And like he kept asking me, like, you sure? Like, you sure? Like, you not cool here? I'm like, no, I want to go with you. I want to go with you. Whatever. So we get to my car, and I remember stopping at the gas station, y'all. My gas tank he told me this afterwards, but my gas tank literally was past the E. Like, the light was on. We was literally out here rolling. Anyway, so we stop at the gas station. After the gas station, I don't remember nothing about that car ride because I'm knocked, okay? When you real lit and you want to do something and then you fall asleep, that's how it, like, I was done. Okay, literally, that's probably the drunkest I got in my adult life. Like, I was drunk. Okay, let me not just sit here and lie to y'all, or let me not sit here and not tell y'all the whole story. I was on a beam. If you know, you know. And this is my first time doing it. So I was up, but when I crashed hard. Like, I took the beam like early in the night. You feel me? So by this time, it's close to 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, I'm done. Okay. And I didn't have no food in my system literally all day. Didn't eat nothing because we was ripping and running or whatever. So cool. So I get to his house. I get to his house and I literally don't remember anything. Like, this is why this story is like very much dangerous. First of all, I'm not even gonna say why my friend let me because we was both lit. We was both lit, and I don't think there was nothing she could tell me to not like to make me stay. I don't think there's anything she could say. Unless she would have just took my phone and turned it off or something. I don't know. But I was very much wasted. White girl wasted with a man that I've only seen twice in my life. Blackout. Like, I was lit, okay? The only thing that saved me, I feel like, and I'm not going to say, like, he was going to take advantage of me, but I very much was giving that vibe. Like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're lit, you're calling me talking about you want to be next to me. Like, I didn't say I wanted Kim, but I basically was giving that vibe off. And we all grown, So it's like, I wouldn't be mad that he thought that was going to happen. But I literally just remember being in the bed and falling asleep. And I know that he low-key, like, tried me because basically, okay, the next day, I came on my period. So I don't know if like he looked at it and he seen a little blood on my panties. Like I don't know. I must have came on in the middle of the night. I don't know when. Maybe TMI, but when I first come on, it's very much very light, you know. So I can get away with like anyway, it don't matter. But I know he said, I forgot exactly what he said to me, but he said something. I'm like, when I woke up, I'm like, oh, like, I just didn't realize I was even at his house. You feel me? So I was just like, very much confused about what's going on here. And he said something to me like, yeah, like, you know, you wanted it, but, you know, you got some maintenance going on down there or whatever. So he woke me up with like questions about what type of tampons do I use and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, like, you know, thank you or whatever. So, boom. He like, I gotta go do something. Are you gonna be good until I come back? And I'm like, yeah, I should. I'm still not really coherent. I just remember he left. I laid down. Like I went back to sleep. I didn't get up because you know us, not to be nasty, but you know, if you very much light and you ain't got nothing, you'll roll a little toilet paper up, put it right there, go to the store, get what you need, or you know, whatever the case is. I was not thinking that. I'm not thinking that. This is early in the morning because he works like different times of day, but he do be having to get up early in the morning a lot of times. So this early in the morning. So I'm just in his bed, bloody. And he called me. And at this point, it probably maybe was 2 or 3 hours later. And he was like, I just got a call. I was about to, you know, go to the store and get what you need and come back. But, you know, I got to do something or whatever. So I'm like, okay. Hung up the phone, go back to sleep. The only thing that woke me up was my stomach. And I don't get cramps. This is not cramps coming. This is every drop of that alcohol that I had last night mixed with the bean, ready to exit my body. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. I felt it a little bit, and I'm just like, okay, let me go see if he got some ginger ale or some Sprite or something. Like, so I go and I was thinking the old man would have some ginger ale, but he had Sprite. And I'm like, okay, close enough, right? No. I stood at his like refrigerator, drunk some of that Sprite, and literally, bleh, I threw up in the sink. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. So I'm kind of getting myself together or whatever. Cool. So I rinse out the thing and I go lay back down. Y'all, I'm still not putting two and two together. Like, I mean, I didn't feel nothing. Like, I didn't feel nothing down there, you know? So I go lay back down and I don't know how much time went by, but I wake up again because I feel like I gotta throw up. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I did go end up throwing up in the toilet. So I'm like, all right, cool. I felt better. I laid back down. So I don't know how much time went by, but he ended up coming. Mind you, I got a dress on. But as I'm like laying in the bed, I got my dress up. Like, so it's basically panties in the sheets, right? So he come and he brings some food or whatever. And he like, oh, I got your stuff. And that's what made me like, oh, like, oh, girl, what is you doing? So I go, I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And I just feel like I gotta throw up again. And this is embarrassing because this is my first time at this man's house. I done threw up twice and he wasn't there. So I'm like, dang, I'm low key, I'm very much weak. You know how hangover is. But if you ever did that and didn't eat all day, you're cool throughout the whole night. But when you wake up, it's a monster. Okay, worst hangover I ever had in my life, and I just felt weak. So as I'm cleaning, like I'm probably not doing the best of cleaning, right? So he brings the food and he brings it in his bed, and I'm just like, okay, thank you, but like, I just I just had to go. So I goes to the bathroom and I try to make it to the toilet, and like I threw up on the toilet, on the floor, and in the bathtub. Because once I couldn't make it to the toilet, like, cause I couldn't like open the toilet fast enough. So I like threw up on the top of the toilet, and I'm like, at least let me get it in the bathtub. So it's on the toilet, on the floor, on the bathtub, and it's just like, blah, like I'm just, ah! So I got the things in my hand, so I look and it's like, oh my gosh, like it's not a lot, but it's enough in my panties. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm just thinking like, ah, I'm not really, I'm thinking, like, let me get this off of me. I now gotta throw these panties away, but I'm still not even thinking about his bed. Ugh. I'm more so thinking about this mess that I now have to clean up. And I'm weak. I feel a little better, but I'm weak. So I started putting, and it's chunky. I don't know how it's chunky because I didn't even eat. But I turned the shower on. Not that I got in the shower, but I'm just trying to wash all the throw up out the tub. I'm using paper towels. He got a little spray in there. I'm doing my best, bro. So I'm probably in there for a good 15 minutes. And I come out, I done put my panties in the trash can, put my tampon on. I come out to ask him if he got a washcloth so I can at least, like, clean up, This man is changing his sheets, bed stripped, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. He didn't have to say nothing. I already knew, like, his sheets is bloody. Like, I already knew. And I'm just like so freaking embarrassed, but at the same time, too weak to even really comprehend everything that's going on. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And he like, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So he sounded a little annoyed, but I feel like he was still trying to be nice to me. Mind you, this man done picked me up, got a flat tire. Mind you, he got more than one car. He got a flat tire. He picked me up still 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Ain't get no buns from me. Now I'm bleeding and throwing up all over his house. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. He like, no, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. Like, I threw up in your bathroom. He like, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, do you have a washcloth? Like, some mouthwash? Like, whatever. So he like, yeah, like, let me get it for you. So he gets me the mouthwash. He gets me, the mouthwash was already in the bathroom. But he gave me the washcloth. So I'll wash my face first and then, like, wipe myself, do what I need to do. And I'm not even thinking about no food. Like, he brought that food, but I'm, like, not even thinking about it. I'm like, I am so sorry. I feel like every time I got up out the bed, I felt like I had to get right back in the bed. Now I feel like, let me get home. Like, let me go home because I this was all happening when he wasn't there. Now this man is here. I done did all this. This is disgusting. I do not want him to have to take care of me. He don't know me enough. Like, I want to be cute for my man, especially at the very beginning of our situation. So let me get up out of here for real. Why am I even here? I don't even understand why I'm here. But we here. It is what it is. Let me go. So I came out, whatever, and I was just like, I am so sorry. Like, so when I went back in there, I did try to clean a little more, but like, again, I'm still weak. I need to save my energy to drive my butt home. He lived like 30 minutes away from me. So I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, it's okay. You all right? You all right? Like, he's not really, he don't give that he mad at me, but he's still not giving what he used to give. Like, he not the sweet, joking type of dude right now. So I just feel like he had a long night because of me, and he had to wake up early in the morning, and now he come back home to clean his bathroom good. Like, I just felt like he was irritated. So I was just like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. I was just so apologetic. And he was just like, no, it's cool. It's cool. I'm like, okay, I'm about to go. Like, I need to go home. I need to take a shower. Like, I just really need to go. He didn't say no, nothing. He was just like, okay, cool. You want me to walk you to your car? I'm like, you don't have to. He was like, no, I'm gonna walk you to your car. So he walks me to my car and I leave. And I just have this feeling in my body. Like, I just knew at that moment, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. But I was just hoping, like, because he didn't give me, like, get out my house. Like, I'm just hoping some hope for the future that my man will accept me for who I am. But this is not me. I don't do this. I don't know why I did this. But anyway, so cool. So I get home. I take a shower. I pass out. Okay, I'm talking pass out for the rest of the day. I woke up at like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning the next day. Check my phone. No messages. No messages, no phone calls, no missed FaceTimes, no nothing. No, did you make it home? No, nothing. So I look at my phone. Okay. I was so hungry. I went to the kitchen, made me some noodles, went right back to sleep. So I wake up in like the early afternoon. No messages, no calls, no nothing. Nothing. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do? I really like this man. What do I do? I'm like, I gotta swallow my pride. Like, I'm not about to wait for him to text me. I'm texting him. I was scared to call him, but I said I'm gonna text him. And I text him, I'm like, I am so sorry about last night. Like, that's just not really me. I must have ate something bad. I did have a little bit too much to drink, so I really am sorry, and I appreciate you for taking care of me or whatever. And he texted me back something very much dry. Like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said something like, it's all good, or something like, no affection whatsoever. So I was just like, how you doing or whatever. And he was like, oh, I'm good. I'm out working. So I was like, all right, well, have a good day. Whatever, have a good day. And he was like, all right, you too. Never was it this dry. It was always very much overflowing with oil. Never was it this dry. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I let a day go by. He did not text me. So I would just text him good morning, and he would, text back good morning, but we didn't talk for a week. So let's say this happened on the weekend. So by the next weekend, I'm like, I miss you when I'm going to see you again. And he was like, whenever you're free. I'm like, okay, this is let's say it's a Friday. I'm like, oh, I'm free on Sunday. He was like, okay, that's cool. I'm like, all right, you want to go out to dinner? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. Still giving me nothing for real. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I still got a little hope because he is still responding. He ain't completely ghosted me. He's still responding. But this feels like a ghost town because this is not the warm embrace. This is not the Hershey chocolate that I remember. It's like having, even though I don't like Hershey with almonds, but it's just like having a Hershey almond bar and then going to the Hershey bar without the almonds. Something's missing here. What is going on? Because you're the same piece of chocolate, but you're not giving me what you gave. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. Okay. So Sunday comes around, and let's say it's maybe an hour before the day. We had picked a place. We was just going to Longhorn, something like. An hour before, he texted me like, hey, something came up. I'm not going to be able to make it. And that made me mad. Because it's like, I was really waiting for this opportunity to speak to you face to face. Because, text messages don't give face to face. So I'm like, I'm already practicing in the mirror, talking how I'm going to talk to him and tell him, I'm so sorry and I'm going to make it up to you. I'm already thinking these things. God do everything on purpose because I was going to, call me dumb, y'all. Whatever, delusional. But for that man, and the way that I did his house and his bedroom sheets, I was like, okay, after this dinner, I'm going to make it up to him and be nice. And after that, he's getting the cat. Maybe not that same day, but I had made up my mind. I'm going to give him this cat. But the cat never got out the bed because the man played me. So he like, yeah, like, something came up or whatever. I'm like, dang, like, so soon? Like, I was about to head that way. And he was like, oh, I'm going to send you some money if you still want to go out to eat. And I was like, I do. Like, I still want to eat. Like, cool. So he did end up sending me my money. And I did go to Longhorn by myself and ate. But it was still like, what? So after that, I was like, you know what? Let me see what happened if I don't write him no more. Like, let's see what happened. Guess what happened? We ain't talking no more after that. We ain't talking no more after that. Like, I will say, I'm a sucker. Because I felt like it was my fault, right? So after that night, he didn't respond to me. I mean, he sent me the money. I said thank you. He liked it. Didn't say you're welcome. Didn't say I'll call you later. Didn't say we'll reschedule. Nothing like that. After that night, I didn't write back. Cool. The next day, I said, I'm not even about to hit him with no good morning. Okay? Because now I'm about to give you the cat and you playing around. So it's like now I don't just be throwing this on nobody if they don't really like want it for real. So I'm not even, and mind you, he don't know what I'm thinking, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, I'm not about to push myself on him. Like, no. So the next day, no good morning, no good afternoon, no how was your day, no good night, no nothing. So now that since I met him before this whole incident, I have never gone a day without talking to him. Now, mind you, we don't talk every day, all day, but I'm going to get a good morning. I'm going to get a checkup call. I'm going to get a random FaceTime. I'm going to get today was very busy. I'm going to call you when I get home. Like, I'm getting something throughout the day. So now I'm going you done canceled the date on me last night. And today, all day, no message from you. So the next day, I sent him a message, and it was just like, I don't like how you treated me. I apologize. You said everything was cool, but I can tell it's not. Like, I thought you was old enough to communicate. Like, I'm not cussing him out, but I'm being shady. I'm being a little petty, and guess what he did? Left me on red, okay? And I never talked to Hershey again. Well, he did reach out to me like months later, like, hey. And I looked at hey.
Yeah, Drake. Drake.
Like, what? No, you fine, but no, we ain't doing that, partner. But I will say, I do feel like he could have communicated better. But I do feel like I was the problem. I should have never went to that man's house that intoxicated. I should have never, been calling him at 2 o'clock in the morning knowing, period or not, I was not trying to humble him. But God works in mysterious ways because why would my period just start? Right before he could have taken advantage of me or, he could have said I wanted it because I probably was given that. Like I said, I was drunk. But anyway, y'all. That's how I fumbled my first old man. And I will say I am into older men. Like, they not crusty old men. Like, I'm not trying to be no sugar baby or nothing like that. But the men that are my age just don't really be on, mentally what I'm on. And don't get me wrong, because I got another story time that I may or may not ever tell with another older man that was over 10 years older than me and very much childish. Very much childish. But I just like a mature man. And yeah. But this was my first older man that I fumbled the bag. I was too much of a young girl out here in these streets trying to be a city girl. And I messed it all up. But yeah, that's the end of the story, y'all. Y'all tell me, am I right? Am I the problem? I already know. You ain't got to tell me. But anyway, again, I thank y'all so much for giving me the 3K. If y'all made it all the way to the end, you already know. Leave me an orange heart. If you don't mind, leave me 2 or 3 of them things. I appreciate you. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.